Good morning, Bucknutters. It's Wednesday, July 9th, 2014. I'm Dan Rubin. This is the Bucknuts Morning 5. Got a recruiting-based show for you today. We're going to start off with Bill Kurelic rearranging the class of 2015 board and giving you his top 5 of guys that are left. Alex Gleitman will bring you some news on Josh Sweat from the opening. We'll detail all the 247 sports coverage going on at the opening, tease a little bit of the boarding house and more here on the Bucknuts Morning 5.
Last week, the Buckeyes landed 2 huge additions to their 2015 recruiting class in 5-star linebacker Justin Hilliard and 5-star defensive lineman J. Sean Cornell, bringing the number to 12 verbal commitments at this point for Urban Meyer for his 2015 class. And I expect that class to number at least 19 and more likely 20 or 21 come National Signing Day. So with that in mind, I'm going to give you my top 5 prospects for the Buckeyes to land come National Signing Day. Number 1 on my list would be defensive end Josh Sweat. Sweat is a dominant talent, and even though the Buckeyes have, as I mentioned, J. Sean Cornell already in the class and Draymond Jones in the class, making defensive end not a huge priority, simply Josh Sweat is so good, I have him as a huge priority. And by the way, at 240 pounds, he ran the 40-yard dash at the opening at 4.46 seconds. My number 2 prospect is running back Damian Harris from Kentucky. Right now, the Buckeyes don't have a running back in this recruiting class, and I think landing a great one is a priority, and certainly Damian Harris has been a target for Ohio State, and certainly the Buckeyes have a very legitimate chance of landing the 5-star running back. Number 3 on my list is linebacker Jerome Baker. Of course, Urban Meyer wants to keep the top Ohioans in state, and certainly Baker is one of the top Ohioans. He is number 2, only behind Justin Hilliard, and landing Baker again would be huge for Ohio State. He will, by the way, announce his decision on Friday at Cleveland Benedictine High School, and I will be on hand for the announcement. Number 4 on my list is defensive tackle Christian Wilkins. The Buckeyes do not have a defensive tackle in the recruiting class right now, and based on what Christian Wilkins told me earlier this week, I certainly feel the Buckeyes have a very realistic chance of landing Christian Wilkins. And finally, number 5 on my list is wide receiver Van Jefferson. He has long been a huge Ohio State target, and like at running back, the Buckeyes do not currently have a wide receiver in this class, and they would like one with some size, and Van Jefferson fits that category, and certainly he would be a great addition to this Ohio State recruiting class. And I will go with the 6th player, by the way, as honorable mention, that player being Drew Richmond, the huge offensive lineman from Tennessee. Richmond is, without question, one of the country's top offensive line prospects, and even though the Buckeyes are not in dire need at this point in another offensive lineman, certainly Richmond has been an Urban Meyer target for quite some time, and he would be my honorable mention, number 6 prospect on my list.
Now, a quick update from Alex Gleitman on a certain prospect kicking some serious tail out in Oregon.
Good morning, Bucknutters. Alex Gleitman here to talk to you a little bit about Nike's The Opening. One prospect that Ohio State's looking at that has certainly turned some heads already this week is Josh Sweat, the defensive end out of Oscar Smith in Virginia. Sweat posted an impressive 4.46 times 40-yard dash. He posted a 4.25 shuttle, a nearly 40-inch vertical leap, and a whopping 46-foot power ball toss. Impressive numbers. That got Sweat into the Spark Championship Finals on Tuesday evening, where he came in second with a score just over 140, once again posting in the low 4.5 for the 40-yard dash, an even more impressive 4.0 shuttle, and another 46-foot Powerball toss. So very impressive day for Josh Sweat. He's someone rapidly moving up the Ohio State recruiting board. And J. Sean Cornell and Justin Hilliard are recruiting him hard out in Oregon. He says Ohio State will get an official visit if he decides to take them. Buckeyes are looking good, along with Virginia Tech and Georgia. Still some work to be done here, but things are looking up when it comes to the Buckeyes and Sweat.
We thank Bill and Alex for bringing it strong. Make sure you keep it locked into the site all day. There will be an opening launch page on the front page of the site. That is the place to go for all the coverage out of Beaverton. 24/7 Sports has it locked and loaded, and at least 10 employees out there covering the events. We'll also have a great boarding house today with an update on the possible Larry Scott, Damian Harris combo in the backfield. Keep it locked in here all day. Have a great one, Bucknutters.